Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, I'm Chetan Kumar and I'm a senior data analyst. And this channel is all about data analysis and learning tools that's used for data analysis. Today's tool is Alteryx, and in today's Alteryx tutorial, we'll focus on one of the most important areas of data preparation, like working with date time and formula functions. Dates are everywhere in business data. If you're working with finance, sales, marketing, you need dates for trend analysis, reporting, forecasting, year over year calculation, YTD calculation, month over month calculation, doing a variance analysis. And knowing how to manipulate them efficiently in all things is essential for data professionals. So let's dig into Alteryx Canvas and let's understand how date time works in Alteryx. Before we start with DateTime function, let me show you how we can, from where we can download the data. So let's go ahead and type sample superstore dataset, and you will get the first link from Tableau community. You have dataset available even on Kaggle. Just go to the first link, Tableau community, and go ahead and download the file. You have a file here, just go ahead and download the file, and you can follow along the video and learn how to do analysis and how to work on datetime function using Alteryx. So to understand datetime format, let's understand how Alteryx stores datetime format data in Alteryx data format. So let's drag comment tool in the canvas. And let's understand. So Alteryx saves date in string format. So it's like date in string format. It's somewhat like this: year, month, and day. So this is how Alteryx stores date in string format. Now there's another format is date and date time format. So date time format is also somewhat like year, month, and day, but it includes time too, right? So it includes time too. So it will be hours, minutes, and seconds. The third format is time only time format. So time only. That is hours, minutes, and seconds. You can do any manipulation for or any data analysis on this particular format using a function. There are different formats too, but these are the default Alteryx date format that we use. Let's jump into Alteryx, and if you have downloaded the data, please follow along the video, so it will help you to understand when you are working practically on something. It helps you to understand if you are going wrong somewhere, and if you are getting any doubts, leave a comment. I'll definitely try to clear that. So let's drag input tool to the canvas and go ahead and select the file. We are working on sample superstore dataset. Click on the first tab, that's orders, and click on run. So this is the date that we have currently. Now we will be working on the order date. You can use this as any date. If you're working for finance, you can use payment date. You can if you're using for sales, you can the client pay client you can write the purchase date and everything that's available within your domain that you're working on. You can use that particular date for analysis. Just follow along, and we are going to use only order date as of now, so it makes things clear how a date format works. So let's go ahead and deselect everything and just use the order date, so it's easy for me to explain and it will be easy for you to understand each function. So we are going to dig into Alteryx functions now. So let's find out what we are. Let's understand DateTimeParse, how we can convert a string value into a Alteryx native format. Okay, so to understand that, currently it is in date format, right? Let's convert to a string. For example, by default, the date format that you have received is is not in the native format. It is a string format. So to do that, let me just drag DateTime tool. If you have any doubts with respect to where is the tool, if you know a name of the tool, you can just go ahead and search here as DateTime. So you'll be able to see all the tools available here. It'll make things easy for you if you're new to Alteryx. And if you are not aware of which category does it fall in. So now we are converting DateTime to a string format to do the to work on DateTimeParse. So let's click on DateTimeFormat to string. This is the by default order date, but if you have other dates, you can select any of the dates from drop down. This is the by default name. You can change it to any name if you're using, like, for example, payment date. If it's the payment date, uh, or you can leave it as it is, the by default format. You can just do that too. So you can just mention date time out. Or as of now, I'm converting date to string. You can just mention date to string. Now let's select a format. Like, for example, if I want to convert this date time order date to this particular format, DD, MM, and Y. So let's click on that. Now, as you can see, we have in this format. The format has changed. Before it was the native format. Now, by default, if someone you may encounter when you're working with business, many may not be aware of what is the default date format that Alteryx uses, right? The many may use the slashes to and just based on their understanding. So they are able to handle or deal with data. So if you want to convert to a native format, you want Alteryx to read or understand this as a date format, so it makes it easy for you to extract month level or year level information. You can just use another field, get a formula tool, and let's convert it. So for example, we are doing parse, right? We're parsing the data. So let's do a date time parse, and so date fields, we'll just mention here date. So if you're not aware of what date function to use, or if you are aware of, you don't know what's the exact name, just type the keyword. If you type here, if we are doing the parse, just type here parse. It'll give you by default date time parse function. So that's a good thing when we are working with Alteryx. Now we have used we have converted order date to a string field. We just use the string one. We'll just mention as date to string. And now it's asking me what format I'm looking for. What format is default, not looking for. What format is by default in the string format. What is the string format? We just need to mention, as you can see, it is D, MM, DD, MM, and Y. So we'll just mention the same format. Percentage D, then we have a slash, then we use percentage M, then we have a slash, and then we use percentage Y. Okay. If I run this, now you will be able to see the same format that we had it before. This is the native format. We are back to the native format, but we use the string value to convert into a native format. This is one way how we use date time function to parse it or convert to a proper date format. And I'm going to make more videos on this. Just please tag along and keep analyzing. I'll making another video where we'll be going and understanding more functions that's related to date. That's all for today. Have a good day.